with respect to the preparation, okay, so what was the order of preparation for you? And I'm also assuming that both of you were studying together right now. So what was the order of preparation?
So the order which you have given us, first is a market risk and then I think a credit risk. That order we were following.
Were you watching the video first and then reading, or were you reading first then watching the video? When were you solving the question bank?
Initially, as we know, the level 2 portion is very vast, so my focus was to cover all the chapter firstly. So I was watching only recorded lectures.
Throughout this entire journey, till your solving of the question bank, the April mid, which book was difficult for you?
Credit risk.
You do not have any background in risk, right?
Yes.
So when you were reading, because see, level 2 is slightly more conceptual.
Yes.
Right.
So for one reading, you were able to pick up things, or you had to read the textbook again. So basically, before going to the exam, you must have seen the content minimum 3 times. Videos, reading of chapters, and then solving of sectional tests 4 times, in fact, before mocks.
Yeah.
How many calculation questions and how many theory questions? Hello guys, I hope everybody is doing good. Hi, this is Ganesh Naik. I help finance professional students to excel in their career and become a better version of themselves. And I also help students who are preparing for their competitive exams in finance. And today we have with me 2 of my students. It's a panel discussion where we're going to be talking about how they cleared. Okay, both of them have cleared their FRM Level 2 exam in their first attempt in the May 2025 attempt. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about what challenges they have faced and how they were able to manage and clear the exam. And this podcast is going to be a mix of Hindi and English. So, Sabse thank you very much for coming over here and taking time. For the audience, a brief कि आपने level 1 कब किया? Okay, क्या quartiles थे if you can share? And when did you started the preparation for level 2?
So hi, my name is Kalpesh. Thank you for having me here. Okay, so level 1 I gave in the May 2024. And I cleared the level 1 with the quartiles of 1 to 1 1.
1 to 1.
Yes,
Okay.
1 to 1 1. So after that, I took a break, not a break, just waiting for the result. The result was out on the, I think, July 7th.
Right.
After that, I think I started joined your classes from the August 2nd week.
Right.
So from there, I started the level 2 journey.
Okay. Okay. What about you?
Firstly, my name is Ashmita, and thank you so much for inviting me here, sir. So currently, I'm working in the hedge fund company, and I started my FRM journey in October 2023. I cleared first level in May 2024, and after that, I started preparing in August 2024 for level 2, and I have completed in May 2024.
Okay. And from the start, you were clear that you'll give in May the exam for level 2.
Yes.
Okay. And how much time on a daily basis you were giving from August, the day you started the preparation?
So initially, it was less. I was giving 1 or 2 hours, but after that, I was giving 3, 4.
From which month it increased?
I think in November. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about
same? Initially, we took lightly. And workload is also more at that time. So initially, I was giving 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours maximum, and after that, from I think November, I started giving more time, like 3, 4 hours.
And on weekends also you were studying from the start?
Yes.
Okay. And so if I'm not wrong, you were also part of the live session.
Right. Initially we were.
Then you could not continue.
Yes.
Right? So now, with respect to the preparation, okay, so what was the order of preparation for you? And I'm also assuming that both of you were studying together right now. So what was the order of preparation?
So the order which you have given us, first is a market risk and then I think a credit risk. That order we were following.
Any idea you remember the order?
Yeah, because actually you started the classes from the July, but we joined in the August. So market risk was almost complete from your side. So we directly started from the investment management.
Right.
And after that credit operation, the current issue liquidity, and after that the current issue was changed totally. So
right, we had to wait basically for calculations. Now, what was the flow of preparation? So were you watching the video first and then reading, or were you reading first then watching the video? When were you solving the question bank? What was the flow?
Initially, as we know, the level 2 portion is very vast. So my focus was to cover all the chapter firstly. So I was watching only recorded lectures first, and I was not solving any mock, nothing.
Reading the book?
Yes, I was reading it and watching the video. That's it. So I finished watching it in February first week, I think. Yeah, I finished watching. Yeah.
And what about you?
Yeah, same. So initially just watching the video, the recorded live lecture. Initially we started the live lecture, so I was watching that, and at the same time I was reading, not the same time. Then after that, I started with the recorded lecture, and that was the flow. So first I completed all the recorded lecture, and in between I did not solve any question bank for that.
Okay.
Just watching the recorded lecture and reading.
And when did you started solving the question bank?
So question bank I started in, I think, in February. So in the Jan, yes, because syllabus was very vast and workload is also more. So it took us January end to complete the recorded lecture and reading.
But why didn't you start the question bank early? I mean, simultaneously. You were waiting for the entire portion to complete and then start.
Yeah, because I thought we could complete it in the December. Then in the Jan we can start the question bank, but it took a while, and we completed in the January end.
Okay, and what about the question bank? So from first week of Feb, you started solving question. Were you able to complete all the chapters question bank?
Yes, I think we have finished it in April mid.
Same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
By
But you were
giving-
able to solve both the quizzes?
No,
For each
only
chapter?
one.
Only one quiz, because we have two quizzes.
Yes, yes. Only one.
Okay, and what
Yeah.
was the score that was coming to those question bank, the chapter wise questions?
Moderate. Yeah.
50-60%?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Throughout this entire journey, till your solving of the question bank, the April mid, which book was difficult for you?
Credit risk. Yeah, because every day in the first reading also it took a very long time to complete that, and in the second reading as well. All the credit book was very lengthy. I felt that it's very lengthy.
Okay.
For me, the same credit risk.
So most difficult was credit for you.
Yes.
After that?
After that, I think operation, because it's theoretical, pretty much theoretical, and
Okay.
For me, liquidity.
Okay. And you do not have any background in risk, right?
Yes.
So when you were reading, because see, level 2 is slightly more conceptual.
Yes.
right.
So for one reading, you were able to pick up things, or you had to read the textbook again?
No, yes, we have to read the textbook again. Yes. So
Okay.
even if I get it that time, but after some time I used to forget that thing. So we need to revise again and again
Right.
to remember that.
Right. In fact, the portion is so vast that
Yes.
the moment you
Yes.
cross 20-30 chapters, you'll forget.
Yes.
That's very normal. Now, so if after 15th of April, when the question bank completed, what was the approach?
So after that, we wanted to give the sectional test. So the concern was we want to cover all the portion, but the time was very limited. So I remember we called you that time, and you the good advice you have given that time, and which was very benefited to start watching crash course that time. Yeah,
Because time was limited.
time was very limited, and it was very benefited for us that time.
Okay. But you solved all the sectional tests?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We have also covered the current issue in April. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that was changed in
That book was changed. Yes, the videos were uploaded in March.
Yes.
Now, okay, so the sectional test, when were you able to complete the sectional test?
5th or 6th May, yes, 5th or 6th.
And your exam was on?
17th.
And after that, what was the plan after 5th and 6th?
Revising again and giving them mark.
How many marks you gave?
2.
Fiddlings or Gar? Okay,
Yeah.
what was the score?
So in the first mock, I got 38. In the second one, I got 36 or something.
What about you?
First, I think it's 33, and second is 40.
Okay. What was the confidence after giving these 2 marks?
Very low. Down.
Okay.
We have prepared so much, and we are getting this kind of score. So we are like, what is happening actually?
Okay.
So,
But you analyze the mistakes.
Yes, we used to analyze all the questions.
And after the completion of mocks, 2 mocks, did you revise the book again?
Yes.
You got the time to revise?
We are going back the book, and we used to see the concept. What is the concept? That's how.
But you did not do full revision again.
No, but because in 5th to 12th May, we have read all the chapters. Yeah.
Okay, one more reading by default happened.
already have.
On the, so basically before going to the exam, you must have seen the content minimum 3 times. Videos, reading of chapter,
Yes.
and then solving of sectional
Yes.
test 4 times in fact before
Yes.
mocks.
Yeah.
Okay. And on the day of the exam when you started solving, what happened in that first 1 hour? For you, what was the first one?
So first one, it was good. It's not like that. It was good. I was not panicking. I was not nervous. But after, in first hour, I remember that I completed 20 questions. So it was on time. But after that, 30, between 30 or 50 question, it was difficult. And I remember that I was behind, 20 minutes behind the time. That
Okay.
So I wanted to cover that as well. Yeah.
But by the time you
By
reached,
the time, at the end, I was able to manage or to cover all the questions.
okay, what about you, the first 1 hour?
Same, because when I gave the mock, I wasn't able to manage the time properly. I was lagging behind the 20 question in the mock. मैं सोच ही लिया था कि मतलब मुझे time properly manage करना है. Okay, so when I go for the exam, the final exam, so first I targeted the 20 question per hour. Yes, okay. And also the question was similar to, question level was similar to the mock.
Yes.
Yes, so that was expected. So tough आने वाला है करके. And that's why I did not panic. So I took it very silently and decently. And then, yes, so I was able to manage the time properly.
Time properly.
Yes.
How many calculation questions and how many theory questions were there?
Calculation questions was very less. I think 10 to 20, I think. 10 to 15, yes. Very
What
less.
about you?
For me, I think calculation was 25, but all of them are analytical basis. It's not plug and play. No.
Okay. For you also it was not plug and
Oh, yes, not plug and
okay.
Yes.
Some were there, like 2 to 3 were plug and play, but not all of them.
But you were able to solve the calculation part properly?
I would not say properly. I think 20 I can solve it.
So it was a mix of, you have to calculate also in the option.
Yes.
There's some theory plus calculation.
Right.
Yes,
right. Right.
Okay.
Yes.
And what was the size of the question? Was it very big?
Yes, questions were very big.
Half
all
a page?
questions. All questions
All
are
the questions.
lengthy.
Half a page.
Yes.
So bigger than the mocks.
No,
The gap sample paper, the size.
it was similar to mock actually.
Okay.
It was similar to mock because in the mock also questions are big. Very big.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And options were also lengthy?
Option also lengthy and very similar option. I think 3 of the options are very similar. So I used to eliminate all the option and whatever.
Okay. In terms of the difficult questions, okay. So if I look at the overall 80 questions, how many questions were tough for you on the day of the exam? You felt that okay, this is something very tough, something which was manageable, or something which was very easy. If you can bifurcate.
So
80 was tough.
because what happened when I gave the second mock, so at that time I felt that it was went well. But in that mock, I scored only 30 more. So that's why I cannot bifurcate that. I felt easy, but I cannot say that that's correct or not.
Now, when you came out of the actual exam, what was the expectation? That will you pass, will you fail?
The 50-50. Because whatever can happen.
And now the quartiles are here. What are the quartiles that you've got?
I got 3.
Market risk, market credit.
Yes. 3.
Okay.
2, 1, 2, 1.
Okay. One more student, but a very similar score. What about you?
Mine is 3, 4,
Oh.
2, 1, 4, 2.
Wow. Okay. Credit risk, which is actually a very important book. So you're not able to score. But while reading also, you are facing challenge for that. In the exam also, you were facing challenge?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Now, what is one big challenge that you faced while preparing for the exam?
So the portion is very vast. It took lots of time, and even it's especially challenging for the working professionals because we have the workload also from the job that then we have to manage the time. Then we need to sit on the weekend to complete the syllabus, but it's very vast. It just couldn't just not completed. So yes, portion is very vast.
So managing daily time was an issue for you also.
Yes.
Okay. Now, from your experience, okay, now I want three advices for the students who are going to prepare for the future. And I would like to have 3 different advices. Okay. So, first, Asmita.
whenever you are making notes, try to write down on your book only. Don't make any specific notebook or anything, because it is very time consuming. I did it, that's why I'm telling. Second, it is little different, but I would say if it is possible, it will try to make at least one friend who is giving FRM exam with you, because it is very helpful that way. Because let's see, if you have any doubt, and what you will do, you will means we will ask you, or send email to the Telegram group. That's we do. But that time we don't get the solution then and there.
So if you have somebody study buddy, they can find.
Yeah, so it is very good that way. And the third, I would say, everyone will say discipline and consistency should be there, but yes, it should be there. But firstly, initially, it was difficult to be consistent. So what I was used to do is, means initially when I started, I was planning that this day I will do this a chapter, or next day I will do this chapter. But most of the time, what happened, because of some workload or something, family commitment, I won't be able to make it that time. I will make a small goal that in this week I will cover this chapter, like 4 or 5 chapters.
Okay.
So if I skip it one day, that is also okay, but I have to make sure that I will complete that 4 or 5 chapters anyhow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? 3 different advice. Yes.
Okay. So solving question bank it's very important. Even if you read thrice or something, but
Yes.
that जब तक आप क्वेश्चन बैंक सॉल्व नहीं करते, you don't get an idea आप कितने पानी में वगैरह गए, because रीडिंग से आपको समझ लगेगा कि आपको सब आ रहा है वगैरह.
Right.
But till the time you solve the question bank, you did not get the idea क्या होने वाला है. So question bank solving is very important. Question bank solving and analyzing the question bank. Okay. So second will be, do not skip anything. FRM level to test you on anything. FRM overall. So do not skip anything. You will think that this is not important, so we can skip this, that. So don't do that. So cover all things. At least read once or try to get the concept. What is the concept in there? So third is similar, sir. Find the study partner for yourself, because if you are working professional, it's very important to find a study partner for you. हम थोड़ा एक दूसरे पुश करते थे, मतलब कभी मेरा नहीं होता था, वो उसका तो वो मुझे पुश करते थे, मैं उसको पुश करता था कि नहीं अभी होना, क्योंकि हमारा जॉब भी साथ में चल रहा था. इसलिए फाइंडिंग अ स्टडी पार्टनर इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट.
Wonderful. Now, one more question. Which was the biggest mistake that you did in your preparation journey?
I would say I was used to make a note. So that was very time consuming for me.
You started making notes from the start, okay, for all the chapters?
Not all the chapters, but whichever it was difficult. So it was very time consuming. Then I stopped it. After that, I used to write it on book.
What about you?
जैसे मैंने बोला कि initially I took it very lightly because the level was clear, so level 2 carry लेंगे.
तो वो नहीं करना चाहिए.
वो नहीं करना चाहिए.
Level 2 is very
Different.
Very.
And one more mistake which I would highlight, कि question bank जल्दी solve कर. आप बहुत लेट कर दिया था, फिर प्रेशर आ जाता है.
बहुत प्रेशर आता है.
Right. एक क्विक क्या बोलते हैं, rapid fire. Okay. Which level you really enjoyed preparing? Level 1,
level 1.
Level 2.
Level 2. If you now look for a job, which area would you go for? Market, credit, operation?
Market.
Okay. Wonderful. So thank you very much, Kalpesh, Asmita. This interview is going to really help all the audience who are going to be preparing. And for you basically clearing level 1 and level 2, both in first attempt, is very, very extraordinary, and that too with a job, right? So you need to have that fire. You're working to prepare properly, give the attempt properly, and be focused. So I think so that is what these two candidates have shown in their exam. So thank you very much for coming today. Thank you very much for taking time.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.